Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you a few of the people that I have met over the course of many years. They are famous people, most of whom you probably would know. This is a fairly new channel, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Right now it is kind of taking off. I am quite impressed with how well this channel is doing, so I'm looking forward to the future of this channel, and you can play a very important role in that. I would encourage you though, before we get going here, please make sure to check out my other videos. I'm sure there's others that would interest you, and on that note we will talk about the famous people that I've had the opportunity to meet over the course of many years. So for many years I have been going to Disneyland with my son, and I had been watching a couple YouTubers, and they were talking about a famous person that worked at Disneyland. So because of me watching those videos, I was able to find this person. So I went to Disneyland, and out in front of Pirates of the Caribbean area, they were a bunch of people that were singing, the pirates. They were singing songs and playing guitars and that kind of thing. Well, one of them is from the Waltons. Waltons ran from September 14th, 1972 to June 4th, 1981, ran for 9 seasons. And John Walmsley was on this show. Now, his part was Jason Walton. By and by. And on the TV show, he played the guitar as well, and that's exactly what he was doing at Disneyland. So he worked for Disneyland as a cast member. I went over to him after he was done playing guitar, and I told him, I said, "You're from the Waltons." And he said, "Waltons? I knew some Waltons over in England that were in prison." The funny thing is, he's actually from England, and he stayed in character. That was the beauty of it, because he never said that he was from the Waltons or wasn't from the Waltons, but he did acknowledge the Waltons. So I asked, can I get my picture with him? And so I went ahead and did that. And really nice guy. One other thing about John Walmsley is that he was the voice of Christopher Robin in the 1968 short film Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, which ended up being compiled into The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
What a pity. Oh, I don't think we will ever be able to fix it.
If you ask me, when a house looks like that, it's time to find another one.
That's a very good idea, Eeyore.
So if you ever watched that movie, he is the voice of Christopher Robin. So the next person I want to talk about is Daisy Duke.
Never meaning no harm in the hills. Did 'em, but the law never will.
Katherine Bach. So in 1981, I went to the World of Wheels car show in Phoenix, Arizona. And I went there to go see Katherine Bach. And I waited actually in line for 2 hours to see her. But when I got up there, she was the nicest person, and she treated me very, very well. And I just want to show you, you can see in the picture how nice she was to me. I mean, you can tell. I took a picture, and of course, I had it autographed, and then I actually asked to kiss her, and she allowed me to do that. Who gets to do that? It was a great experience for me, and it was kind of nice because I saw her back when the Dukes of Hazzard was a new show at that time. But to give you a little bit of background on the Dukes of Hazzard, in case you're not familiar with it. Dukes of Hazzard TV show ran from January 26, 1979 to February 8th, 1985. And you will be very familiar with, if you know that show, they have the Dodge Charger and the General Lee. There was Bo and Luke Duke on there, and Cooter, and sadly Cooter just passed away. So that is sad news for people like me that are interested in the Dukes of Hazzard. But I did want to show you her picture and tell you the story behind that. The General Lee also was there. So the next person I'm going to talk about is famous probably in a different way, as he wasn't a movie star or that, but he was very well known, and that is Adam the Woo. Adam the Woo, back in the early days of YouTube, decided that he was going to quit his job, get in a van, and travel the country and go see things and go explore abandoned buildings, abandoned place, just things that are old-time America on the road and roadside attractions, that kind of thing. So that's what he did, and he ended up being very, very successful. As a matter of fact, he got so successful, he ended up buying a house for cash. If you have not seen Adam the Woo, I would recommend checking out his channel. I might even put a link to one video down below. And I am going to show you just a little snippet, just a little piece of Adam the Woo. And the reason I'm showing you this is that my son and I, again, we're at Disneyland, and I was up on top of the Mark Twain, the ship there, and I saw Adam the Woo just standing there over on Rivers of America. So I decided to wave at him and yell his name, and so I did that. And then afterwards I figured, well, I'll go ahead and see if I can find him. I've never met him before, so see if I can find him, both of us, actually my son as well, and see if we can find him and talk to him. So afterwards, we talked to him, and really nice guy. We got our picture with him. I actually had the opportunity one other time to meet Adam the Woo. That was also at Disneyland. My son and I were waiting for Mickey Mouse to come out, and they actually had a little mini parade type thing for Mickey's birthday. We had never been there for Mickey's birthday. And I ended up seeing Adam the Woo was standing actually right next to him. At once we went over and talked to him. We stood there with him for a while, watched the parade, and that was the last time that I saw Adam the Woo in person. Getting back to when I initially saw him from the Mark Twain, so I yelled his name, and then after I returned to Arizona, I never said anything to him about that when I went and met him. But when I returned home from Arizona, because I would watch all of his videos, well, not long after that, the video came out, and I was in that video. And I had no clue that he was filming at the time, but he was. And so he acknowledged me in the video, so that was pretty cool. It was cool to be in one of his videos. And so that's how that all turned out.
Big of a hole in the thoroughfare the Twain can get by, but it can. Confirmed Splash Mountain is not quite operational. Looks very ominous here, looming in front of the sun that's behind it, the shadow. Now it's not under refurbishment, it's under refreshment, and I knew that from reading the sign. It's a clever way of saying that it's down for a short while. Oh, someone's waving at me. I heard my name from the Mark Twain.
A little bit more about Adam the Woo. He basically, in my opinion, was one of the first big YouTubers. And I mean, there's other ones that got bigger than him, but he ended up going to foreign countries in the last part of his YouTube career, and was going to, this year he was planning on going on Route 66 because of the anniversary of Route 66 and also America's anniversary, 250 years. He was excited about that. But sadly, unexpectedly, he passed away on December 22nd, 2025. I was just in shock that he passed away because, just like many people, you don't expect them to just pass away, but that is life. And he was only 51 years old. So they found him up in bed. He died in his sleep in his house. So very sad. He's got tons of videos out there. I recommend that you watch them. I'm hoping and I believe that his parents are benefiting from whatever money is raised from his video. His dad also has a channel, JWW on the Move, and his sister now has done a channel, Mermaid Faith. If you care to watch any of those are also good ones as well. But Adam the Woo was awesome and had a big part probably in me wanting to do what I am doing today. So the next person that I got to meet was at a charity fundraiser in Mesa, Arizona. And this was Dawn Wells. Dawn Wells played the part of Mary Ann in Gilligan's Island. I would imagine that just about everybody on the planet knows about Gilligan's Island because it plays over and over and over. And most people do know of that show. A fun show, especially when you're a kid. And anyways, a little background on that is Gilligan's Island ran from September 26, 1964 to April 17th, 1967. So there were only 3 seasons before it finally just got canceled. But because of that, Dawn Wells was famous for that she kind of was typecast as Mary Ann. So that's pretty much what people know her from.
What's the matter?
Oh, I've never been so embarrassed in my whole life, Mom.
What is that? Something wrong, Mary Ann?
Oh, I don't know my shoe.
What is it, Mary Ann? Wait.
Glue, I guess.
Glue?
Oh,
Well, for goodness sakes, take your foot out of your shoe. That's it.
Now the interesting part about this is that before I went, I heard she was in town, and so before I went to go see her, and again, I went with my son again, but before I went to go see her, I had bought her television set off of her website. Okay, before I show the actual TV set, this is some pictures when I bought it that I wanted to show you real quick. So there's the front of it. Up to here, there's the side of it. And there's the front, kind of the other side of it. We're looking at the actual television that Dawn Wells owned. Keep in mind, this is from the 60s. It is a black and white TV. I may have said already that it does not work other than that a line comes on. I think the picture tube is shot. But I didn't get it for the use of the television. I just got it for the fact that she had owned it. When I bought it, I did not know she was going to autograph it. I just bought it. That just sweetens the deal. And if you can read exactly what she wrote there. It says, I'll read it though. Between takes, and I watched this TV during my Gilligan's Island filming. Love, Marianne, Dawn Wells. Very cool. This is like a padded. This right here is like a padded covering that it has. So, anyways, very, very cool. And the other thing that she sent me with it was right here. It's the picture. It's kind of one of her personal pictures, but I will show you it. And then she autographed it to me. So if you look right there, there you go. Here I am in front of the Gilligan's Island dressing room, and she made it out to me. And very cool. And so that's the dressing room that this television was used in. And very, very cool collectible because, hey, no one else has it. So I bought her television set off of her website, a little black and white TV. So when we went to this event, my son and I were waiting out in the parking lot and going to head in to go see Marianne, Dawn Wells. And before we did, a car had pulled up and some people get out of it, and it was this older guy and who? Dawn Wells. So I went to her and talked to her and kind of told her I had bought her television set, and wow, that was like, she was so impressed with that, so happy with that. There is a little bit of video. This is one of the few that I have a little bit of video as opposed to just pictures that I can show you. Let's follow him.
What's that?
Just go on in.
Hi,
Hi.
we're here to see you.
Well, I'm glad you are. And who are you?
I am Todd, and I bought your television.
Oh, you did? Oh, my God. It was such a find in my garage. 'Cause
Yeah?
I've been saving it all that time. Did you really?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Does it work?
No, but you said it didn't, or it said it didn't.
But it might. I mean,
It had a streak on it, but that's all right. I got it.
but I don't know, something from the 1960s
Yeah.
still work. I'm still working, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really, I'm so glad to meet you,
Yeah.
because that was such a special little thing.
I came. He didn't come, but I came and saw you back in Scottsdale when you did
Did the
Dawn
play?
the Wishing Wells thing.
Oh, the Wishing
My
Wells.
mom came.
Yes.
And she bought one of your albums.
But I didn't find the television until about a year ago. I
Oh,
had a lot
is
of
that
stuff-
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
wait,
wow.
wait a minute.
Wow.
Yes. I have.
Thank you.
You know what, I would love. How you doing? You put it on the web,
Oh,
do you mind?
cool. I would love that.
Where are we at?
Aren't you pretty?
Back to the van. The rental will be to the left, and then we'll all be down there
All right.
shortly.
So
I will
let's
go
make
find
sure
her.
you get something that I
sure.
can put on the website.
Sure. This is my son Colby, by the way.
Hi, Colby. How are you?
Ready?
How old are you? 22.
12.
12. What grade is that?
7th.
Is it hard?
Not bad.
He's homeschooled, so.
7th and
pretty
8th is the
easy.
most difficult, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who teaches you, mom or dad?
Little of both.
Little
If you're
both.
really nice, do they give you better grades? I always wonder what it's like in homeschool. I don't know. I could have conned my mother, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Do you mind? Wait till we get.
No, that's fine.
I have to call my manager and tell him I met you. Because he packed up the book.
Oh, okay.
What's your name again?
Todd.
Todd. This is the first time, and it's a very small charity.
Yeah.
And they're just learning, and it's so interesting to see how much she cares. And you've got Boys and Girls Club and stuff that, you know, it's got a lot of clout behind them. And they spend a lot of time here, and I think there's a way of making it more exciting. I understand the difference in charge, but,
I did buy your book too.
did you?
I got it on Amazon, but
Yeah.
I bought it.
I'm so proud of it. You'll want it, young man, pretty soon. You're not quite there yet, but there's a lot of advice. Have you read anything
Yeah.
about it?
I just got it yesterday, so I
Yeah,
just.
no, there's a lot to say about
through it.
the difference in generations and
Yeah.
what it means.
Yeah.
And they're struggling, and they should have asked me for a little advice ahead of time, because there isn't kind of a formula that works, you know. You're recording everything, aren't you?
Yeah. Is that okay? Now that we're.
I see that on eBay or
Yeah.
YouTube or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Only if I look good can you take it away.
Yeah.
Act like you like me. Call me.
We're just videoing, so you can
Oh,
just.
video, we can talk and
Yeah.
dance and do everything. Okay, well, which one of these do you want? KOBY?
It's a C.
I mean seal.
Yes, C-O-L-B-Y.
C-O-L-B.
Yeah.
These flowers smell so good.
But it was a fun time, and so we went in and we talked to her for a while, and while they were waiting for people to get there, and then she said, well, I need to go to this room or whatever, and I said, so I guess we'll just stay out here. And she said, no, you guys come with me. So we got to be with Dawn Wells for about 15 minutes, one-on-one with her in this room while we waited for the event to take place. And that was just a lot of fun. And because of that, she was so excited again, like I said, about me buying her television set. Well, she said, I got to call my agent. I want you to talk to my agent. So she calls him up, I talk to him, and the reason she wanted me to talk to him is because she said, he packed up the TV, sent it to me, and I just want him to know who got it, and I want you to talk to him. So I talked to him. She also sent me an autographed picture of her outside of her dressing room at CBS when she was filming Gilligan's Island. That was pretty cool. Also, what I didn't know is when the TV arrived, she had autographed it. Unfortunately, I got a little smeared in the box, but it still is pretty cool. And the fact that she signed it. And it says that she used this TV between takes of Gilligan's Island in her dressing room. And this particular TV was one that her mom gave her. So that was pretty interesting and pretty cool. So the next person that I met was Nicolas Cage. Now the backstory behind that is that my dad had been in World War II. I took him again over to Mesa and took him to an air show that had World War II planes. He was in the Army, was not in the Air Force or anything like that. But I took him to this to see these World War II planes. When we got home, there was a guy knocking on the door and said, we would like to use your house to film a movie. And so my dad says, well, what type of movie are we talking about? I need some credentials. So at that point, this guy gave a card to him. It said Circle Arizona Productions on it. So he explained what they wanted to do. He said for our yard, they weren't going to actually film in our yard. They wanted to use our yard for the film crew to eat in. And then they were filming next door. They also wanted to set up some lights in our yard and for the movie. So we agreed to do that. And I tell you, this was a fun experience, but we agreed to do that. And so there were 65 people in the film crew. They set up a table out front and they told us we could have anything you wanted, food, whatever, off of this table. Then in our backyard, they had a catered meal. They told us, you are welcome to have a meal with us, all that. We talked to people from the film crew. The only person that I knew of at that time was Nicolas Cage. So that was the only person that I talked to. Did not know of Holly Hunter, did not know of John Goodman or anybody else in this movie. So Nicolas Cage is the only one that I said anything to. So when he walked through the backyard to the gate, I said, Nick, can I take a picture of you? And so he did. Now, I didn't get a picture of me in it, so that's kind of a downside, but I did get a picture of him in our backyard. And during the filming of Raising Arizona, which is what the movie was, so they filmed from the time that the sun went down to the morning when the sun came up. So it was all night scenes. So they ended up filming in our neighborhood for a week and a half, all night scenes. And really, it ended up being, in my opinion, the best part of the movie. It's called The Diaper Chase. The amazing thing also is that I lived at home at the time, and I took the day off from work so that I could watch the filming of this, as well as I went every night and watched them film. So I ended up not making it through the night. I fell asleep. So my dad came and woke me up and said, Nicolas Cage is in our backyard climbing our fence. So I went out and I watched him, and he was actually climbing up this little small ladder here.
Hold on, Nathan. We're gonna go pick up Daddy.
And putting his hands on our fence and pretending like he was hopping the fence. So actually, this actually made it in the movie, was about 3 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds tops, and he's climbing our fence. It's a wooden fence. You'll see it if you watch the movie, if you look for it. So this here was just such a good experience. My parents enjoyed it as well, and it was a lot of fun. So that was meeting Nicolas Cage. And the amazing thing was, he came to us. It wasn't anything that I went to. And after Raising Arizona, he became a big star. He really was pretty much nothing at that point. But after that, then I believe Moonstruck with Cher came out. And then after that, he got big. So very, very cool. So the next person that I met was also in Raising Arizona. Now this happened many years later, and Netflix had this rolling road show. And what they did is they went around different movies like The Shining, and there are a number of other ones, and Raising Arizona was one. So they traveled around the country and was at film sites of these different movies. So I went with my brother to this and went out to Superstition Mountain, which is out Apache Junction area beyond Mesa. Had a big blow-up screen that said Netflix, and they ended up showing Raising Arizona out in the desert, where it was one of the parts that it was filmed in. So because of this, there was a few of the babies that were in the movie, a couple of them. I got to meet 2 of them, but the main one that I met was Nathan Jr. Now,
I love him so much.
I know you do, honey.
I love him so much.
I know you do.
Hang on, Nathan. We're gonna take a shortcut.
now, at this point, he's much older. He's an adult. And his name is T.J. Kuhn. Now, Raising Arizona was filmed in 1986 and came out in 1987. I got to meet T.J. Kuhn. I had a book that I had full of pictures and related things to Raising Arizona, and he was quite impressed with him. That was many, many years that I met him at the film site for the Netflix event. We're asking questions related to Raising Arizona, and we're giving prizes away. And the person that asked the question was Lisa Loeb. If you're not familiar with her, she's got some good music. You might consider listening to her. Oh, she was another famous person. Didn't actually meet her face to face, but she did ask everybody the question, and I was the one that answered. So that's going to wrap up pretty much the people that I've met that have been famous. Now, I've met other famous people, more so from Disney and Disney movies and shows. Met a number of them as well, but I wanted to highlight these people at least today. Maybe another time I can do those ones. But yeah, it's just a fun experience if you ever get the chance to meet anybody famous. it can be a fun experience. So that's gonna do it for this video. If you made it all the way through, please put a comment down below and let me know that you made it. Also, like right now, this is a new channel. Hopefully the future videos will only get better, and I have a lot of things that I would like to do, and I would like to invite you to come along with me. And if you do, again, please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell so you know that when the video comes out, each and every video. And again, I appreciate each and every one of you, and hope to see you in the next video. For now, guys, we'll see you later.